Welcome to the official book review of Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. Join us as we delve into the latest work from one of the world's most influential thinkers. In this follow-up to his best-selling 12 Rules for Life, Peterson expands on his previous work, delving deeper into the concepts of responsibility, order, and meaning in our lives. He presents 12 more rules that can help us create a sense of order and purpose in our lives. From personal responsibility to relationships, he explores the complexities of existence and offers practical advice for navigating the challenges we all face. In this summary, we will explore the 12 rules outlined in the book and how they can help us improve our lives. Rule 1. Do not carelessly denigrate social institutions or creative achievement. Peterson argues that society shapes our personas and social institutions are necessary for mental health. Personal responsibility needs to be coherently integrated with society and the broader community. Peterson stresses the importance of competence over power in well-functioning societies and organizations. Societies are a careful mosaic of social games, and the sanity of individuals is pivotal when it comes to shaping a healthy society. Sanity is knowing the rules of the social game, internalizing them, and following them. The best player is not the winner of any given game, but someone who is invited by the largest number of others to play the most extensive series of games. Rule 2. Imagine who you could be, and then aim single-mindedly at that. Peterson argues that we are more than our thoughts, identities, and actions. We are potential. The key question is not who are you, but who could you be? And that several eternal forces are at play in our deepest layers. Excessive order can be stultifying, and a voluntary death and rebirth transformation is necessary when too much petrifying order has been established in our lives over the years. Consciously deciding who to be requires careful attention and looking into the darkest of places within ourselves. Peterson advises to aim at something, pick the best target, stumble towards it, notice errors and misconceptions, correct them, get the story straight, and map the path for better or worse. You are on a journey. Rule 3. Do not hide unwanted things in the fog. The fog is defined as willful blindness, the refusal to notice emotions and motivational states as they arise and communicate them to ourselves and to the people around us. Peterson argues that human beings are capable of deception and often willing to deceive in order to remain hidden. He emphasizes that pretending to be happy about a situation when we know deep inside that we are not is willful blindness. He advises to have the damn fight, and when we know that there is something unpleasant we could come to know, it's plausible deniability. It may feel a relief in the moment, but it is a catastrophe in the future. He concludes that if we truly wanted, perhaps we would receive. If we asked, if we truly sought, perhaps we would find what we seek. But at times it will take everything we have to face what is in front of us, instead of hiding away from a truth so terrible that the only thing worse is the falsehood we long to replace it with. Rule 4. Notice that opportunity lurks where responsibility has been abdicated. Peterson argues that responsibility is what propels the world forward and is the potential of human beings, the meaning that most effectively sustains life. He states that the true source of positive emotions is not happiness, but the experience of progress along the path to achieving an objective. He emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility and confronting the future standing up with your shoulders back and enjoying the journey. He advises to constrain evil, reduce suffering, and make things better regardless of the burden we bear. He concludes that when we think the world is not set right and it is deeply troubling to us, it speaks of abdicated responsibility, things left undone and things that still need to be done. Rule 5. Do not do what you hate. Peterson argues that if we do not object when we feel that there is a minor transgression happening around us, it is dangerous and a failure to take responsibility. He advises that if there is something in life that makes us feel contemptuous and weak, it's time to deeply reconsider our position, strategize, and make firm decisions that involve saying no. Doing what you hate merely to maintain fake order in your life may be detrimental for your existence. He emphasizes that if we do not object when the transgressions against our conscience are minor, we should not presume that we will not willingly participate when the transgressions get truly out of hand. Rule 6. Abandon ideology. Peterson argues that resentment, or hostile resentment, occurs when individual failure or insufficient status is blamed on the system and the people who have achieved success within that system. He advises to have some humility and pay close attention to how we place the evil on something external to us. It is easy to fall prey to bitterness, resentment, and hostility when we can distort the truth by identifying a seemingly clear enemy that is not us. He advises to assume that we are the enemy. Our weaknesses and flaws can truly damage the world, and to set our house in perfect order before criticizing the world. Rule 7. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens. Peterson argues that aiming at something precise is what adds fuel to our existence, and if we aim at nothing, the immense array of possibilities in life manifests itself in front of us, and we can become weak and plagued by everything. He emphasizes that aiming at nothing means not having a well-defined direction, and that is a dangerous trajectory to take in life. He advises that bad decisions are everywhere around us, but deciding something is far better than staying idle waiting for nothing. He compares a deeply conflicted person to being stopped with the pressure of a single finger and advises that those who do not choose a direction are lost. It is far better to become something than to remain anything but become nothing. Rule 8. Try to make one room in your home as beautiful as possible. Peterson argues that there is deep power and meaning in artistic endeavors. He advises that working to make one room in your home as beautiful as possible is an artistic endeavor. He acknowledges that art can be frightening because of its wide and encoded nature. He emphasizes that we need the new to maintain our position, and we need to see what we have become blind to by our very expertise and specialization, so that we do not lose touch with the kingdom of God and die in our boredom, ennui, arrogance, blindness to beauty, and soul-deadening cynicism. He quotes artists teach people to see. Rule 9. If old memories still upset you, write them down carefully and completely. Peterson argues that we keep a map of the world and our existence that is composed of our experiences, and we understand the world through experience and shape our personality and values. He suggests that not integrating events that belong to the past into our present self is dangerous for our psychological and physiological well-being. He believes that a truly integrated person is one that has deconstructed, understood, and broken free from more or less traumatic events that happened in the past. He recommends that if there is even one past memory that feels blurry and is deeply hurting, it is necessary to confront the dragon by truly understanding that memory. He argues that failing to do so means failing to attend to what we could be capable of in life, our potential. He concludes that past events that have not been integrated can haunt us for good, and that is much worse than trying to hide behind the fog. Rule 10. Plan and work diligently to maintain the romance in your relationship. Maintaining a healthy, long-lasting relationship requires deep commitment, patience, clear expression of thoughts and emotions from both parties involved. Trust is the core foundation of a genuine relationship, and it must be maintained by not lying, even when things are rough. Negotiation is crucial in a romantic relationship, as it is one of the states of social being, and every little detail must be discussed and agreed upon. Avoiding problems and emotions, anger and tears, or the trapdoor of divorce will only lead to unresolved problems and lack of improved negotiating skills. Peace in a relationship is a negotiated solution, and every responsibility and opportunity must be discussed and resolved. Rule 11. Do not allow yourself to become resentful, deceitful, or arrogant. Dr. Peterson argues that understanding that malevolence and good and evil exist within each person is important in avoiding cynicism and deceit. He differentiates between sins of commission and sins of omission, and emphasizes the danger of deceit and arrogance on one's existence. The right attitude towards the horror of existence is to assume that there is enough of oneself, society, and the world to justify existence, instead of anger and resentment. Individuals should strive for gratitude and truth. Overall, the rule encourages individuals to avoid warping the structure of existence and to replace negative emotions with positive ones. Rule 12. Be grateful in spite of your suffering. Gratitude is a mindset and a choice. It is the ability to acknowledge and appreciate the good things in life, even amidst suffering and pain. It requires courage and conscious effort to cultivate gratitude, as it can be difficult to find things to be thankful for in the face of difficult circumstances. Gratitude can help us to find meaning and purpose in life, and can have positive effects on our mental and physical well-being. It is a way to cope with the inevitable suffering that comes with life and to find hope and positivity in the midst of it. According to Dr. Jordan Peterson, gratitude is a process of thankfulness in the face of the catastrophe of life. Thank you for joining us on this journey in Beyond Order. Dr. Peterson challenges us to take a closer look at ourselves and the world around us, and to strive for personal growth and improvement. By following the rules outlined in the book, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world and make conscious choices to improve our lives. Whether it's working on personal responsibility, relationships, or simply making one room in your home as beautiful as possible, we hope that the insights and wisdom shared in this series will be beneficial to you as you work towards living a more fulfilling and meaningful life. And we'll see you in the next video.